Hey, what up? It's your girl, Tanisha Smith, T Smith Experience.
Ow.
I am back in action. It's been a minute, and I've been saying I'm going to put out my podcast again. I'm going to start it over again. Back in the day, I started it by myself. I had a crew that would come in and help me. COVID happened to all of us, and then I shut it down altogether. But recently, purchased a bunch of equipment, said, you know what, I'm going to start doing it again. Without a doubt, I got the best first participant to be a part of the T Smith Experience. Coming back in action. Got KK Mala right here with you. What's up, girl?
Hey.
Tell us a little bit about what you do in these Las Vegas streets.
Other than when my boss friend says, get up so we can do a podcast today.
You got on the clock.
Other than put myself together for that. I'm an artist. I would like to change the title to hardest.
Okay. She is.
You know, hardest artist, hardest working, just hardest at my craft. That's what I would like to say. I'm a hardest.
Now, for a typical person, I'd be like, girl, quit hyping yourself up like that. But now this one right here, I'm not a super fan of many. I really am not. I'm a fan of people in general, but I'm not a super fan of many. But I am because this girl, I hit the streets in Las Vegas 3 years ago. I watched her for about a year silently, going to different spots she would be at. I'd be like stalking her on Instagram. By the way, I was stalking you on Instagram to see where she was performing at because I loved her vibe. It was so dope when I would go into different clubs, Sugar Daddies back in the day. You were at Blue Martini every Sunday. I was there every Sunday.
The only two clubs that were really open during the pandemic, or like, following and
you were there. You were there, and I came to Vegas right when the pandemic was starting to slow up a little bit, and people didn't have to wear masks. You could just come in to places, and I was like, I really want to get to know her because your energy was so dope. When you would get on stage, and it was like how Beyonce has that Sasha Fierce, but you would be KK. I don't know if you had another alter ego for that, but you were your alter ego when you get on stage. And I was like, I want to know her. I don't know how. I'm not really in the entertainment business. I'm just a fan of the entertainment business. But you've been so dope. You perform a little bit, like I said, everywhere from the stripped, off the strip. You travel to perform. Go ahead with that. Wu-Tang residency.
Did I say Wu-Tang residency? Okay.
Did she say?
Method Man and Redman just got back from Red Rock Amphitheater. Dope. You were there.
I was there, so I can say it was dope.
You was there. And of course, the Strip, getting ready to do downtown Fremont Experience, getting ready to do, I have a residency at Brewdog starting Wednesday.
Awesome.
And that's on the Strip right next to the Hard Rock rooftop. So it's so dope. I
can't wait.
It's super dope. Their food is good. I can't wait to start that. And of course, Blue Martini with Kinfolk on Sundays, every Sunday. That type of stuff. A little retirement party here, a little birthday there, a little, stay working. For sure.
That is super dope. I mean, this is a great place to do that. I mean, entertainment capital of the world. I'm sure I can be disputed.
So they
maybe.
say.
I can be disputed. I'm sure I'm not here to dispute no one. But they might be disputed. But entertainment is right here. If you weren't entertaining in Las Vegas, where could you see yourself entertaining on a regular basis in the world?
Ooh, if it wasn't Vegas, I don't even know if I would. I don't know. I don't want to say the wrong thing, but I think I'll probably be singing in the kitchen for my kids.
Okay.
Stuff like that.
Are you speaking it?
Down south somewhere with a nice good old country boy.
Now, let me tell you, down south has some amazing singers, amazing bands and things like that. Speaking of bands, you have to find either your own band. Sometimes there's a house band. For the most part, though, you find your own band. What is that experience like going out there, finding your own band?
It's not an experience if you don't have your own band, So I love my band. Shout out to the squad. And we built such a chemistry. So gigs are fun. Creative. I'm creative. We just mesh. It's like we're all musically soul tied together. Yeah, I don't really like the house band stuff too much. I do know I have an extensive list of shit that I do. Excuse the language.
Oh, we can say
stuff that I do.
Shit on here.
Being hip hop, being rooted in hip hop, heavy hip hop head. And then currently doing pop music and what's current. And I be feeling like some of the musicians, when you go to places, it's a house band, they're not updated. No. Nah, they want you to come in and
they play what they know.
Do some shaka and some, and then if you say, I want to do Janae Oeko, I'd be like, what? What is that? Who is that? Or some Ari Lennox. Oh, we don't know that. It's just, I'd be feeling like some musicians, especially when you get to house bands, they don't keep up with the generation. They don't really respect the music, so they don't listen. Me, I keep my eye out because I keep my eye out. So that's why my squad is my squad.
Right.
I love having them because they grow with me.
Yeah, absolutely. I look when I'm sitting there because I'm still a super fan, even though now we are officially friends. I can call us
because I'm a super
friends.
fan of you too.
Oh, thank you. So we are friends now, but I see when you're performing and you and the band are out there, just a look. I know this is probably a general thing for bands and then the singer, but you guys can look at each other and they'll take it down for you. They'll bring it up for you. I mean, you may have to say something every once in a while, but the entire band just slows down, picks it up. You go ahead then.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just give the mic, give the floor to
One
them.
man, one sound.
Right. Yes, drumline. Absolutely. I definitely love that. I can't even ask you what's in store next because you have so much already in store. I do want to know, though, and share with the audience, what is it that you really want to do next or in addition?
My most self-driven goal would be to be touring. After I put in this work to get my music out there and all of my abilities out there, I want to start spitting my bars more. Really want to spit my bars more. The singing stuff is cool, but I have some stuff to say, so I want to start venting, right? Mm-hmm. And all it takes is one hot ass song. So I want to get that one hot ass song that'll have me maybe opening up, right, for the groups that I actually sing for, is something I would like to do, is travel, do my own thing, be a little bit of a household name for something of quality, right? And then second thing would be straight up, I'm just waiting for somebody to say, we want you to go on tour with us. So I'm waiting for that.
I'm ready to go.
I have already who I want to say that to, who I want them to say it to me, but
yeah, there you go.
Right, so I would love for them to be like, yo, you should come on tour with us.
Let's just go.
Girl, because I'm out.
Right.
I'm out. I got to find a sub, somebody that's going to be able to hold it down for me here. I'm out.
Yeah, that is so good. You came here, how many years ago now?
I don't want to tell.
Oh, okay.
I'll never tell. I've been here for a while.
I've been here
for a while. But I've been on the music scene for maybe 10 years.
Absolutely.
I never
on the music scene here. Let's put that into perspective.
Yes, because when I moved from Atlanta, it was all original music there. When I moved here, I was like, cover what? I don't want to sing nobody else's music. I want to do my own thing. Yeah. But now, here I am.
You here?
Covering up some shit.
Absolutely. So the T. Smith experience, when I came up it was actually some years ago. I did my daughter's hair, but I was always doing stuff, a lot of different stuff. Traveling, I was doing hair, doing makeup, fashion shows. I was actually in them. I was putting them on. I did my daughter's hair one time, and someone just commented on it. It was like, I need to come to your house and get a T. Smith experience.
Right.
And I was like, yeah, I like that. You did. And they were like, you always doing so much. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna just bank that for that name.
Yeah.
And sure enough, here we are, T. Smith experience, because it's a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
Tell them what I'm gonna do. I didn't know I was gonna wake up this morning and be doing a podcast.
Right. I know you didn't.
But none of us did.
Now I'm a part of the T. Smith experience.
Right. Right. You got dragged into the T. Smith experience. This is what it's about. It's when you wake up, you have a thought and you execute. Because I think that's important too. I got a lot of stuff on the table. If I just sat there and was like, oh, one day I'm gonna do it again. One day I'm gonna open my podcast. I've been saying one day for so long. I even bought over $10,000 worth of equipment that's sitting in my house.
Oh, I know.
And yet I get up and I'm like, come somewhere else, because then I have to do it.
That part
is on. I can't say no.
Yeah.
Be here.
That part. I feel like you should be doing content creation, everything, your T. Smith experience, fashion, travel, food, family, introverted thoughts, extroverted things. I just feel like you need to be doing all of that stuff. Your video editing, your everything. I just feel like you need to be straight up making millions of dollars on content creation. So I hope this is the start. And then sometimes you probably won't even have the time to do this because you've been making too much money elsewhere. Or this could be the start of whatever. But I think you're super dope. It's an honor to be here, dragged out or not.
You could keep it drugged out of your house.
I'm happy to be here. Yeah, so to be a part of the T. Smith experience. And I just see the potential so much. And I'm glad that you last minute just decided I'm going to do it.
I'm going to do it. That was it. Everything in my life hasn't been that, but a lot of things have been. So that's the crazy part about me. I got married back in the day on a just do it. That was Nike talking to me.
Ooh,
That was crazy. Dang, Nike got me. Just do it. But I was like, let me be smarter about it. Let me just keep the just do it slogan in my mind.
Let's recreate it.
Let's create it.
Let's take the swoosh mark and put it downward
Right.
and put don't do it.
Don't do that. Just don't do that so randomly. But I remember when I was 24 and got married, it was just do it. Don't overthink it. Just do it. I said, maybe I should just keep that and just do other stuff. Just do it. So starting my own business 7 years ago, I had to rethink that just do it. In a job, I had 401k, I had benefits, I had all kind of stuff going on that was given to me at a company, yet I still wasn't happy.
You're like, I want my own.
I want my own. Now, like you were saying,
Yeah.
you want your own gigs. You want to be opening or closing your show at least, if someone else opens for you, instead of opening for someone else. But that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to do my own thing. I was in HR for 17 years at the time. I'm like, I can do this. Every time someone comes to me with a question, I'm never stumped. I always know what it is. I went to school for it. I have degrees. What am I afraid to do? And so when I did it, I cried for 8 months straight. Like, why did I do that? Why? I was like, what you doing? You had a job. But 8 months off and on, I was just struggling with it the first 8 months. And
You rocked your own boat. You was rocking your own boat.
Oh, that was painful. But also pride was like, but you ain't gonna go. Just go back.
Right.
That's kind of what it was like. I was like, we gonna figure this out. So I did go get another job. It was 4 days a week, 6 hours a day. So it wasn't full time. They paid full time though, full time type of money enough for me to make it. But I was like, okay, use that other time to focus on consulting because that's what you wanted to do anyway. So now I had a little bit of something, a cushion, if you will. Leaving, that was the easiest and hardest thing to do. The just do it made it easy. The hard part was the reality of, dang, this is hard to do. There's so many things you don't know about starting a business.
Up.
Yes. Thank you.
Good job, friend. Good job.
I was moving. Look, and here I am in Vegas from California. So leaving California to come to Vegas.
Oh, you got to tell them what part of California?
The Bay Area. I'm from the Bay Area. So look, I was born in the city, San Francisco city, not New York. People are like, New York? No, San Francisco Bay Area. And then I moved to like the South Bay later on in life. I lived in Vallejo. I don't say I'm from Vallejo because I left Vallejo when I was 12 and I was only there for 10 years. But I left when I was 12. So went to the South Bay. And that's pretty much where I was really rooted and raised in South Bay.
Whatever feels like home for you.
The world.
Yep. Okay.
My answer is always been the world. Like nothing ever felt like this is home. Like when I go back to the Bay Area to work, I'm like, get out of here. I want to leave. I don't want to be where I was raised all my life and didn't really do much. I feel like I'm so much open. As soon as I get on the plane, I'm home.
Right.
I was on an airplane last night and trying to like fall asleep at the same time. I was like just manifesting. Oh, like that's my time to manifest. Some people do it in the car, in the bathtub. But I do it on the airplane.
Closest to the moon?
Stars, the moon, the sun, rain. Oh, no, actually, you're above the rain because clouds are under you. Yeah, whatever it is in the sky, I'm ready. That's home right there. That's my safe space, even though it used to terrify me. Oh, this one in fly.
You said safe space. I'm like, okay.
Yes.
Wow, that's deep. To call it a safe space is deep.
I'm so super fan. I tried to learn. I still don't have it. Yo, outro. Yo, close.
Oh. Sometimes I don't be having it. I'll be like, okay, wait a minute.
I'm your hype person when you be on there and you just start, as soon as you say they're going to take me out, I'm like, she going to do it. And then I just be, she be. Y'all going to hear it in a second because I'm going to make her do it. She don't know. I said, how's your voice today? She's like, I don't know until I know. But we going to get that together.
Oh, so let me tell you. I started my set the other day. It was Tap and Ash First Friday. I made up a whole song called Virgoing.
Okay. Wait, do you know it?
It was so lit. And I look back at them like, I just made up some stuff and don't even, but it should be on the radio station.
Hopefully.
Maybe I'll be able to pull it up.
Okay.
But yeah, a whole song called Virgoing. And then on Saturday, I did the same thing. We tried to remake it, though. It wasn't as good as the first one, but
okay.
All month long, I am going to make up a song about Virgoing. That is it. That is the highlight and the excitement.
What are
me showing up?
What's Virgoisms? Like, what's a Virgoism?
Well, it's just Virgoing.
I know. I'm saying, what is a when you say that's a Virgo tendency, I'm just asking, throw us out something. What's a Virgo tendency?
For me, I would be like, of course you're a Virgo. You knew it was going to happen before it happened. Oh, wait. Or did I manifest it? Did it happen because I said it was? Oh, because I'm an overthinker. Of course I'm a Virgo. I'm overthinking about how I manifest things. Like, it really is like you see it's going to happen, but is it really like I'm saying it's going to happen? But is it happening because I said it's going to happen?
Yeah.
Or was it really going to happen before it? Just never know.
Yep.
It's just an overthought. I'm sitting here walking you through my mind in an overthought of being a damn Virgo.
And I'm following. I'm an Aquarius, but I'm following. I'm an Aquarius. Look, I'm an Aquarius. Of course, I will hear you and be like, okay, got it, cool. And move on. Like, I'm not going to question it. Okay, cool.
Oh my God. But you know that for the Aquarius, you're more spontaneous, out of the box. Me, I am so by the book. We're going to stay around the box. I need stability. But don't be shaking me up. And you're like, flip this over real quick and see what's ready.
Flip it all over. We going to turn it all over. Flip everything over in here.
And here I am like, okay, well, I'll be there.
Yeah. I want you to take us out if you don't mind. I know you don't have your band behind you. Would you think you could be able to take us out and let everybody know where they can find you?
Baby, if you're looking for me, you know where to find me. I be up on IG. XO. KK Mala, you should follow me. Bad little mama here in Vegas from Columbus, GA. Woo! Got to give y'all my deep voice. Okay, so I want to ask you a question because we're speaking the multi-million-dollar content creator that you are into the planet, right?
Okay. I'm rocking with you at that number.
What is one of your favorite places to travel to?
I'm going to answer to it. So my favorite place to travel has been South Africa. My why definitely is an easy one. That's the only place I felt like I want to put my phone down and not take as many pictures. I went back after the trip and I was like, dang, I didn't take pictures of nothing.
Right, okay.
But also at the same time, I had so much more enrichment after that trip. My eyes were open. We're going in the townships. We're meeting the people. These kids who have little to nothing, smile bigger than your kids smile, who have everything. That you feel you have everything.
Yeah.
South Africa did that for me. That was a 14-day trip. There was 40 people on the trip. Out of the 40, I knew it was 7 of us total, so 6 people that we went together. It was on a Gate 1 travel, like a group trip, and you just go with a bunch of people who don't know. So you're on this pretty much traveling across, flying in buses for days with people. So you really just had to kind of center yourself. That was the first time I ever did like staying in a room. Mind you, my roommate never had met. So staying in a room with somebody else, usually I get my own room when I travel. But I was just like, no, I want to embrace this. I want to
experience the whole
everything.
Thing.
I want everything.
You don't want to tweak anything. You're just gonna, I got you.
Seeing penguins on a beach. Can you imagine seeing penguins like me? I was like, there are penguins on this beach. I got maybe 2 pictures that day. I went and did shark cage diving. Mm-hmm. I wouldn't have done anything I wouldn't have never thought about getting in the ocean. First of all, it's too cold out here.
Shark cage diving.
Yes.
It's when you are dropped in
a cage.
In the cage. No?
Okay. That's not something you would do? Come on, friend.
Shark, you did it for us.
I did. Oh, we done.
You did it for us. Tell me more about it. Yes. Tell me more about it because you did that for us.
You don't ever have to do it.
You did that for everybody.
It was crazy because it was great whites. Now, they said it like you can possibly see great whites, but there was definitely great whites. And that was the trippy part. Like you see other size, sharks or different types of sharks that I've seen before. I have never seen a great white. This is in the middle of the ocean. This is for real. This is not their pets. This is not their marine world, wherever. No, this is for real. And that was dope. That was real cool. I mean, mind you, I was sick the entire time getting out there. But I told myself, you got all the way out here in this rocky seas, you're going to get in the water and actually experience these sharks.
So I heard Megan Thee Stallion call the ocean monster soup.
It is.
You was a part of that?
I was part of monster soup in a cage though. Now here, let me tell you, I'm not going to be the one to get out into the water and fish. I'm not diving. And people do that all the time. I think that's brave. Mm-hmm. From me, I was like, yeah, you're like,
no, I'm not about to get outside of this box. Right. I'm not out the box on this one.
We talked about this box that I'm going to turn over. I'm not turning that one over at all. Yeah. Because it was scary, though, because they were real. I mean, their mouths are open because they're already trying to, it's kind of gross, but they're chumming the water to get them to come to you. I don't know if you know what that is, where they throw in everything from fish stuff. Yeah. It was, I think that made me sick. honestly, they chummed the water. And I was sitting over there kind of feeling like a little nauseous. As soon as I start seeing them throwing that stuff out that bucket, I was like, mm-mm. I ain't gonna be able to do this.
Right.
So I'm with a bunch of, it was like a line of us on the back of the boat, sick. And then I sat there and they were like, are you guys sure you don't want to get in? Because it's a 4-hour trip, right? Are you sure you don't want to get in the water? And I was like, give me a minute. Pulled it together and then I got in the water.
Yeah.
That's cool. But other than that, my favorite place to travel has been usually I do Mexico quite a bit. I've stayed there a month at a time in different parts. So I stayed a month in Puerto Vallarta twice. I stayed a month in Playa del Carmen, a month in Tulum. I don't know, something about when I get to Mexico, I feel like we talked about being home. I feel like I am somewhat home there, though I don't think that's somewhere I would move. I've been to Thailand and I like Thailand. And so that's somewhere I'm manifesting to live there for like a year.
Right.
Thailand.
Okay.
It's inexpensive. It's just a different like mindset, government, all that stuff is so different.
Yeah.
So not that and I get it here. I've tried to avoid all the politics and stuff that's going on to an extent as much as I can.
Yeah.
But you go there and we just living.
Yeah.
You're just enjoying your life. I'm sure it comes with issues and stuff like that, but I enjoy my life when I travel. It's a definite cut up. I come back to reality and here to the U.S. and the grocery shopping and the bills and medical expenses. And then I'm like, take me back.
So do you think that you would appreciate it as much as you do now if you were like born and raised over there? Like if you didn't get to coffee bean with here and then go there, do you think that you would appreciate it as much as you do now, or?
No, that's an easy answer. Because I think even people living in another country, that they idolize, just like anything, we idolize what we don't have or we don't see or the opportunities. So for me, I've had the opportunity, the U.S. American dream, if you will, opportunities, the house, the cars, and all that stuff like that. A roof over your head. I went to Cuba a couple months ago, and we went into a village where this family lived. And until COVID happened, this guy was telling, he was raised up in this house. This house didn't have a floor. It was, the floor is dirt. So you have a structure, the floor is dirt. They said they got a floor during COVID because of something or like a rescue or something, that team of people who came in and helped people because they lost. Not just COVID, excuse me. There's a big storm, and because a big storm happened and things like that, this is again around that time, they were able to get a floor. And in my mind, I'm like, just got this floor. You were raised here, and like so appreciative, right? So for them, they would love to get to the U.S. and get this
And
American
eat some of
dream
this bad, horrible food.
horrible food for you.
And you don't think you would be like that if you were?
I would be.
Yeah.
I would, because I don't have the experience. And here's my thing: it's a blessing to be able to experience them both. Like, both experiences. Yeah. Every time I travel, I learn something new about people, the culture, and I try to. I don't want to just travel and stay in a resort somewhere and learn about resort food. That's not even the local food. Like, I'd rather go invite me for dinner. Like, the people working in places, and I'm like, please, I will pay you I want to do a dinner off this resort at your house. I want to eat whatever's local. Cuba's an exception because the situation is so different. At all the places I visited, Cuba is one of those places where they don't have grocery stores in Havana. And I was like, surely you have one main store. Yeah. No, it's not there. And so they appreciate what they do have. And I just wish there was a balance for all of us to have the appreciation. So for me, I need to travel and appreciate what I have just to come back and be like, okay, yeah, I'm doing all right. And I'm not talking about bad. I'm not saying like I need to see the kids, doing bad or looking bad in Africa, if you will, and how they live to come and appreciate it. But
I think that's the purpose of travel, though, to be able to stir up feelings that you don't get to feel when you're just in place, right? And being able to appreciate and see how people move and just differently, and how food is and how the culture is and stuff like that. I think that you being able to tap into a different part of something that lives in you that a lot of people don't get to exercise because they don't do anything or go anywhere.
Right. Yep. And it's not, and some people, unfortunately, some people can't, I would say can't. Can't is a strong word for me, because I always feel like if there's a will, there's a way. My mom is in my head every day. If there's a will, there's a way. So it's not that you can't, it's figuring out how to finagle it. So for me, I have 5 kids. I had a job that was 9 to 5. I had to be in the office. I had 2 weeks of vacation. I didn't have even 3 weeks when I started the company at the time, a long time ago. I had to get up to 3 weeks. You get a day after 5 years, you get another day or something that was crazy like that. And so I was just inching towards those. I was figuring out how to play sick on a Thursday so I can go on a vacation from Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, be back on Monday.
Right.
But, without losing too much PTO and stuff like that and having to take off. And so it wasn't that I hadn't figured it out yet, right? I hadn't mastered the art of wiggling out of work.
Of the life hack.
The life hack.
Of the days that you should put in for vacation when they come.
And really take them. The hard part of though, something short like that, you can't really, once you get there, it's like you're already getting ready to pack up and leave again. So it takes a minute. There's some ideas that you can do kind of I had in mind about for people because I wanted to talk to other people about how to get out of your normal day routine and break it up because you are so used to being like, no, this is my structure. I don't have time. Outside of this, I need time to rest. I need to sleep. I don't have
like
time.
today. Like today. Like today.
That's what you do. You call people last minute. You just tell them you gotta be somewhere. You don't ask nothing. You don't ask all the questions. You just go. And you
Don't ask. No questions. I was like,
my text, I was still in bed and I was like, Fran, would you like to do the podcast with me today? And I was sitting there on my phone waiting. And I was like, she gonna say yes? She gonna say no? She gonna say yes? Yes.
I think one of the things about building like relationships, friendships, stuff like that is figuring out what the instruction manual, the handbook, or the directions are on the back of your. Okay. I do know with you comes, let's do this, and they'll be like, wait a minute, wait an hour before it's okay. Yeah, I know that about you.
And then it's not, here's the thing, and the golden thing that you have to know is if I do that, I have thought it out. That's the one thing that I've learned about because it is, I remember somebody told me, he's like, he didn't say girl, he said another word, family. He was like, he said, when I met you, he said, you was all over the place. You didn't know if you was coming and going. I don't even, and in my head, I took that as maybe I was a little dizzy. I was all over the place, but I'm all over the place, but I'm always thinking.
Right.
I'm always working it out. And then it comes down to, it's time to do it right now.
Yeah.
Or really, and go on the spiritual side, I'm praying on it. Like, what do I need to do? Is this the right move? And it's not, necessarily vacation. I do pray on them vacations. I'm going to have a job when I get back or clients when I get back. I do pray on that, but I'm typically praying for my next move, business move. Is it time? Even friendships too. I pray on them people. I pray on us. I pray on everybody, right? I pray on my interactions a lot of times. This girl, actually, I just hooked up with her yesterday. I was in Texas yesterday. Went and met her in person. I met her in Atlanta at an event, and she accidentally texted me. And she's telling me, she's like, girl, I've been going through it with, this happening. I've just been so depressed. Mind you, I never talked to her from the time we met, just in a cool, fun environment.
Yeah.
But I was like, I prayed right there. I said, Lord, give me the words to say to her because she's reaching out to me. That's what I thought.
Right.
Give me the words to say. And I say that all the time. Lord, give me the words to say. And so I text her this, message. And she said, I'm so sorry. I thought you were my best friend, Tasha, or something. Whatever the name started with a T. I thought you were my best friend. And I said, let me tell you, I said, no matter what, you text me for a reason without you knowing. I said it again to her yesterday because she was like, I'm so embarrassed. I said, no, you text me because you were meant to text.
Yeah.
And I prayed on it before I responded to you. And she was so thankful and things like that. But that's how I try to move. Sometimes I just have to pray on people and let it go. Like,
Yeah, well, so we got to say pray about. Because we got pray on, people get prayed on, and then pray about, right? Pray about me, don't pray on me.
It's a whole nother piece.
Right.
And then there's lay hands, and then there's lay them hands as well.
Yes.
If we had to do that, but here, this is where we at. We got so much stuff, content. I'm loving that we're doing this. We got so much content. Really, I just want to go down that path of like, what does this look like the next couple of months? And this is kind of, you guys, what I'm trying to do is get her, I'm selling her, do this with me on a weekly basis with her busy schedule. She don't know I'm talking, I'm talking about you. Yeah, right here.
Okay.
Because I feel like we have so much experiences and totally different experiences. Columbus, Georgia, you from Columbus, Georgia now, and I'm from California, but yeah, we met here in Las Vegas. One thing my friend he always says, I don't meet no strangers, and I felt like I was like, I'm like that too. I don't meet no strangers. If I meet you and we connect, probably connected for life. We may not even circle back for 5-10 years, or we may just be Facebook friends for the next 15-20 years.
Yeah.
But I meet no strangers. You act like you still knew me. You follow me like you know me. And I feel like you tend, it was so hard to break through to you though.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. But I was like, no, I'm gonna break her down. She said it was so hard to break her down. But I knew there was a side of you that just wanted to just have stuff, have people in your life that you trusted. And, you know, and that's what I took it as. I took it as, okay, she going to have to trust me to open up. So I'm going to try to give her grace and space to do it.
The awesome thing is you have so much going for yourself and you're so beautiful and you just do your shit. It's nice to have friends that do their own thing and I can come be a part of their thing and we can support each other, you know what I mean, versus, you know, low tier experiences where people aren't genuine and they're just around,
Right.
you know what I mean, with nothing to you, like you always spinning off of some ideas. KK, we should do this, you should do this, da 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 da. You know what I mean? And genuinely want to see me just sit with W's, right? One of the moments that I really honed in on with you when we were in Denver, your outfit, fly. I want you to wear it, you know?
Okay, yeah.
Most women be like, "Oh, I'm killing it. I'm upstage and look, I'm like I should be in the back singing, you know." And you totally was like, "Let's see, if we could, you know, totally something very different of an experience with a person." And I was like, "That is so dope."
Like, thank you. Shoot, for me, is when you reached out, I was like, hey, I'm going to Denver to perform. Mind you, she's performing with Redman and Method Man. Do you want to come? Yes. My bag was at the door. Let me tell you.
All backstage experience.
It was all backstage. I was like, you say less, I am there.
Such a vibe.
And all I wanted to do is be able to help everyone. Like, can I help? I didn't want to be there in that, you know, okay, I'm just here. And I even I was contemplating what I was wearing because you know how I dress. We know how I dress. I was like, no, I want to be down to earth. I want to be cool. I wanted this to be me with the crew, right?
Right.
Now, the crew wore, you know, bling bling and all that stuff. Okay.
You definitely showed up on your urban.
I was trying to.
Yeah,
I mean, I was thought about because I knew where I was going, and that's important too for us to act like know what room we're in, know what positions we're in, and where we're at right there. In those type of environments where there's less females, I mean, unless they're there for other reasons, and less females, it is important to kind of show up and be like professional and on your stuff. And I'm not just here as a, you know, a groupie or looking for somebody. I'm here actually to support you and be there. People are like, what do you know? What do you do? And that was it was a cool conversation. It wasn't like, who are you? It's like, what do you do?
Yeah.
There was musicians and, you know, all different types of people like, what do you do? And I was like, I need a title.
Yeah.
I want a title. And that's what I want to be as your friend. I want to be, I'm your biggest fan. You know, I'm the biggest supporter, and that's what I wanted to be while I was there.
Oh yeah, so the title we came up with was Kit Coach. That's Keep It Together. It's actually Kit Kiss, Keep It Together Kiss Coach. So anytime I get like a moment where I'm like, oh my God, I forgot this or that, or get anxiety or just anything, need something to eat, just whatever, my outfit need a little da 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 da, she is like, okay, let's do this, let's try this, okay, I'm gonna go get this, I'll be right back, da da da. And you know, that right there, it was nice.
I'll be right back.
I appreciate it.
There you go.
I appreciate it.
I got you, boo.
I appreciate it.
I got you, and we're going to get it together. There's so much stuff that we could do, and if you put your heads together. So for me, I started my business by myself. This is not even a pat on my back because I didn't want to do it by myself. I just couldn't. I wasn't going to wait for somebody to come in and help me. I've waited long enough.
Yeah.
Right. Secretly, I waited and like put it out there because I was trying to actually work for other consulting firms to kind of get, you know, how to do it and how to work things out. But I kind of was like, I just need to do this by myself. But now I'm at a point in my life, I have those things and, you know, I have my business. That's good to go. But then now I have T. Smith Experience, Aqualeaf Production, Too Skilled to Fail. Like there's so many different business ventures that I have that I'm working on at the same time. I don't want to do it by myself. And by myself doesn't mean sometimes, but it doesn't mean all the time that I need someone to come and like help me and, you know, look, I carry boxes and everything. I got proof. My scar is still here. But I would like somebody to bounce ideas off. The best ideas, I feel like I have great ideas, but they're not going to go anywhere if I have too many thoughts in my mind. So someone would be like, okay, what I think you should do, like today, you're saying, this is what I think you should do. You know, I see everything you do. I feel like you need to monetize this now. Summarizing what you just said earlier, monetize what you're doing right now, and that's what you're doing.
Oh, yeah. Good content create, girl.
I'm going to do that. I'll be there. All right. Thank you so much. Look, we got more in store.
Okay. I'll be here.
Thank y'all for watching the T Smith Experience. We will be back at you with more. Come with us, ride with us, rock with us.
Smith Experience. Go, let's go.